college football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking to pass. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient. And the ball got there, deflecting and knocking it down.
Time to change now on 2nd and long. Gun, the inside kick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust. See, once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Davis will throw. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup. Man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they've left it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
And the Rainbow Warriors will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. That's going for the goal line. And they runs it up and score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Hands it off. Turning it on. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Leaves it with the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
Prime time, baby.
had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll try the run. Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Oh, they're after him. 45 in that secondary. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Touchdown, Arizona State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. The defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better in the first half of the home team.
Send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this one.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Booth. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab 20 for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A brave new world as they make it into the red zone for the first time in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful there for the quarterback. Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love that.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Fakes the grab. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18. business.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB. Decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there in linebacker Hugh. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on fourth.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely fought.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
He tries to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Be on 3rd down after that last run. Davis looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Did the work himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. Across the 35. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Davis will throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit that we've talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Spins away. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. How about that way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical.
Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Davis looking to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He's been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, this defense has just had his QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Davis will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And